derbies in Glasgow. I've been to a lot of them in my time, most of them concerning the big two. I've also been to Clyde against Queen's Park. I've been to Thistle versus Queen's Park. So I have been to a few Glasgow derbies before. Can you count today's video as a Glasgow derby? You would have been able to a few decades ago. Both Rutherglen and Cambuslang were a part of the Glasgow government at certain points of their history. Now they're back to being as part of the Lanarkshire Council, but they are two towns, or two parts of Glasgow, whatever way you look at it, that are very, very close to one another. They actually touch, in fact. And here is the home of the away side today, Rutherglen Glencairn. Look at that, the floodlights are up. I don't think a lot of the teams in the league that we're in today have floodlights. I don't think the stadium that we're going to has floodlights. Cambuslang Rangers. We'll check when we're there. I have been a couple of times before, but I do tend to forget things. And yeah, it looks like Rutherglen's ground's been affected a little bit by the storms. It's not too bad around this side, but it's one or two fences that have come down over there. So yeah, there it is, the non-league home of Rutherglen Glencairn, West of Scotland League, Division 1, the 7th tier of Scottish football. Hampden Park is 5 minutes that way. That is the M74 motorway right there. I've driven up and down that motorway many, many times. But yes, Rutherglen, the away side today, will be playing their very local rivals, Cambuslang Rangers. I have been able to sneak a very quick look inside and look, yeah, some more fences and stuff have come down a little bit over there after the storms, and it is windy today as well, so apologies for that. But I have actually been here before, not for a game, it was when I was visiting every single tier in a day. But the tiers have changed since then. There was only 8 tiers then, there's 10 now. Maybe I'll have to do another one of those videos at some point soon. As you can see, that's Rutherglen where we are just now, and that's Cambuslang, the red line. They do actually border each other, so let's go to the border and see if there's anything there separating the two. Speaking of separating the two, how do the two come together? Well, look at this, Cambuslang, Rutherglen. There's a radio station that covers both of these areas. These are just the kind of facts you don't get on other football channels. Shout out the T-Bay, Cambuslang, if you ever hear, best rolls, best coffees. This is my 3rd or 4th time here. Yes. You've been on the videos a few times, but for anyone who hasn't seen those videos, could you just introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, it's Paul McCall, Cambuslang Rangers manager.
How have things changed since I last came? It was last season when I last saw you.
We're down a league, and we're down the bottom end of the table, but the last couple of results have been decent, so it's a very, very tough league.
Yep.
It's a good league. Every game's a hard game. From top of the table to the bottom of the table, it's a lot of good teams in it, so. And today's a difficult one. I've got a local derby.
Local derbies. Is there a bit of a rivalry between you both?
Yeah, nothing like mental, like we want to kill each other or anything like that. But I'm going well with the management team and all their staff. So no, we're going pretty well. And we're doing a wee league, so hopefully get a good turnout today, and hopefully we get a wee win.
Is this the biggest game of your season then?
I would say it is, yeah. They beat us the last game, 97th minute. So. I thought we played well, and they get the goal and they played to the last minute, so fair play to them. So hopefully we can reverse that today.
And is it a Glasgow derby? Technically, is it South Lanarkshire? Is it Glasgow?
I think both would come under South Lanarkshire, but probably years ago with Glasgow, so I will call it a Glasgow derby.
No complaints if I call the video a Glasgow derby then?
I'm from originally Springburn, so
okay.
I'm a Glasgow derby.
Amazing.
Hi, I'm Peter Ferguson. I'm the club secretary at Rutherglen Glencairn.
And you're at your home of your local rivals today?
Yes.
Is there much needle between the two teams?
I wouldn't call it needle. I would say it's a friendly rivalry that we have. We maybe in the past it was a little bit of needle, but in recent years it's certainly been a friendly can't even say the word, friendly rivalry, and good cooperation between the clubs. So yeah, we appear to go on okay.
You speak about the derby being a little bit more feisty maybe down the years. What was junior football like a couple of decades ago when it was a little bit more fiery between the teams?
I'm not old enough to remember that.
No, I didn't want to say that you were.
No, I do remember. I remember a Glencairn Cambuslang game. It was a friendly match for charity, and it got abandoned with 10 minutes to go.
Was that here or at your place?
At our place,
okay.
Yeah. That was maybe about 10 years ago. It was abandoned with 10 minutes to go because of a fight, and it was a friendly match.
Between the fans or the players or
players,
everybody?
Between the players, yes.
Well, okay.
And it was just everyone all in, you know, in a charity match.
Armand Dolani.
You are from?
I'm from Albania.
Albania, and you've been playing for Cambuslang for?
Roughly for 3 months.
Yeah.
And did you play football in Albania?
Yeah, I used to play pro before.
Nice, okay.
It was a few years, well, quite a few years senior. Moved about a few teams here, and then we heard that it was available.
You tell me he's the best striker in the league?
My opinion, aye.
He played 7 games and how many goals?
He scored maybe 8, 9 goals now?
9 goals.
8
in 7 games.
And he's every game he scored apart from one. Ran through. But he's very difficult to play against.
And who's your favourite team to support in Scotland? Do you have a team that you like?
Rangers.
Rangers. It has to be.
Yeah, but left foot, right foot. If you're playing against him, you're in for a game.
No chance.
In for a game.
Okay.
He's very physical.
Amazing.
But he's a very good finisher. Yeah.
Expecting a few goals today.
Nathan calls him the Prince. So.
The Prince. Okay.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
I've scored today.
Nice to meet you, Prince. Love it, man. Cheers. Yeah, look, no floodlights like their neighbours. Like I thought I'd remembered coming here and there not being floodlights. That's why in the winter months when the days are shorter, the non-league teams or the junior teams or the semi-pro teams kick off at 1:30 rather than 3 o'clock, so they get more daylight. Rory?
Hi Sam, Rory, hi, you're Sam.
I'm Sam, yeah,
How
good to
are
meet
you,
you,
Sam?
mate. Yeah,
Pleased
thanks
to meet
for
you.
watching the videos. Your lad is going to be playing today for Cambuslang, right?
Yeah, he's just signed, aye.
And so his football journey, he was at Rangers as a youngster.
Yeah.
He's played at a few other
Aye.
junior and non-league clubs as well.
Doing in England as well, with Swansea, Sunderland.
Yeah.
He's been a bit.
What do you make of this level of football then? And what's it like as a player for your lad?
He likes the club the new that he's at.
Yeah.
But as a level of football, I think it's more hash bash. There's not a lot of football,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's blood and guts.
You've got to be the only person who's ever come to Cambuslang with LA Galaxy trousers on.
No, I like a bit of the MLA.
Yeah, okay.
So,
And what are you thinking for today then? Why did you come to this game?
well, I've got family who's staying near here. So,
Okay.
I was quite close by anyway. I was in Glasgow last night anyway.
So derby today as well?
Yeah, I didn't really click onto that. I saw your tweet earlier and I was like, oh wait, I'm going to a derby, and I was like, oh, I'll be on the same one then.
What do you think of the stadium then?
It's really like unique, you know. It's like something you wouldn't get anywhere. Like
It's a proper old school stadium.
Exactly. Like there's no floodlights or anything.
No.
And especially like with this terms of football, like there's no linesmen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like just a unique type of game.
So yeah, here is the table for today. Look, we've got Cambuslang in 12th, against Rutherglen in 7th. But yeah, look, some of the teams we've covered before. We've seen Blacktie Vics this season. And look, they're 3rd with -4 goal difference. Oh, how's that not gone in? Oh. And I was chatting to one of the fans earlier from down there, and he was telling me that the home team, Cambuslang, who usually play in blue, are playing in red because they may not have got their home shirts back from the laundrette. How true that is, I'm not sure, but it does sound like a very non-league problem which a club like this would face. Yes! 1-0 to the away side, Rutherglen. And we've had a goal in this derby, but look at them. The Ultras are still singing for Cambuslang, who are below Rutherglen in the table. Great finish, 2-0. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different experience to the Glasgow derbies that I'm used to. Can you call it a Glasgow derby? I guess you can. We did ask that question earlier, and yeah, kind of Lanarkshire, kind of Glasgow, it's on the cusp. But yeah, how many people are here? 200 maybe at a push. Rangers are playing St Mirren away just now, but it's on the TV, so I think that does turn a lot of people off. Scotland's very unique in that, just most people support two clubs, and when they're on TV, or when they're playing at their big main stadium, they're away at St Mirren, just now Rangers, but if it was at Ibrox, there'd be a lot of people there, or a lot of people who'd be watching it on TV, so yeah, different experience to what I'm used to in terms of like the Glasgow derbies and the derbies in this city and around the city, but an enjoyable one anyway, and it's 2-0 to Rutherglen at the moment, and a lot of fouls, a lot of stop-start stuff. The grass looks long, it's muddy out there, but this is what we love on this channel. Oh, two good slide tackles. Offside, no linesman to tell him, but he must have seen it. I don't think they know yet.
You got a rab on, is it?
Yeah, a little bit of aggro going in at half time yet. There you go, it's a proper derby after all. It's kicking off as they're going through the tunnel. Yeah, a few pre-kick-off yellow cards, hang on. The ref just... I don't think I've ever seen this before, he's just doing the rounds. Is that 4 yellows to start off the half? Is there going to be another one? Hang on. Manager maybe? Coach? Sub? Hang on. Have you ever seen that before?
No, I've not. That's definitely...
Free second half bookings.
Wait, would you get that in the top 4 divisions?
No, you would not.
Probably
but
not.
Do you think that was for the little kind of scuffles that were going on just at the end of the half there? Yeah.
Taste the second half, lads.
I know. Yeah, it was 5 yellow cards to start off the half. There we go. Did you see that?
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he just went round and booked 5. Yeah, he just went round and booked 5 players. West of Scotland League Division 1 for you, isn't it?
Each side.
Yeah, I think there was
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, 2 from each side on the pitch and then 1 from the bench.
Oh, that'll be Paul.
First half, okay, but the Ultras are playing it together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, good atmosphere. How long have your Ultras been going then?
Only a few weeks.
A few weeks, yeah.
Nah, a few
months.
months.
You're saying, yeah, yeah, okay. And how's it all going with the Ultras? Yeah, good. You like coming to watch football at this level then?
Like it's all local.
Yeah, all local people, and you get to know the players and hear what they're all shouting at the referee and stuff, don't you?
Like we've got videos always coming on the pitch and the agonies, you know.
Nice. Oh, okay, cool. Hopefully they can score today and you can get a bit more of that action, right? But can you see him coming back?
Maybe I can.
You can? Derby day, like you say. Is there a bit of a rivalry? Do you hate Rutherglen or?
No fans, but. See, I would be honest, right? They probably should have Ultras coming to Derby Day. But
to be fair, I reckon maybe because Rangers were playing on TV earlier, away at St Mirren, Celtic are playing at home today.
Yeah.
That could stop people coming out to games like this, do you reckon?
I was meant to be going to the Celtic v Ross County game.
Yep.
But I'd rather come here, innit?
You're a Celtic fan?
Yeah.
And you boys Rangers or Celtic? Rangers. I guess the majority of you would be Rangers, right? 'Cause so what's the group called then? Just the Canby Ultras. Is that the Ultras group? Yeah. So everyone. So Canby Ultras, I reckon. It's 3-0. Train getting past. Surely, Cambuslang just can't score, can they, today?
No, not at all.
Full time, 3-0, was it?
3-0, yeah.
What do you think?
That was a good enough game. Goals, entertaining, so yeah, better value for money than probably the higher up in the leagues.
You do a lot of ground hopping.
I do.
What do you
yeah.
get out of coming to watch football at this level then? You say value for money, what else do you enjoy about it?
It's just ground hopping. It just takes you to places that like you probably never go to. Like, you know.
You're from Inverness, aren't you?
Yeah, Inverness.
And you've got work tonight up in Inverness.
I have, yeah. So I start working like 5 hours time. So
you
quick
better
bus
shoot
up
off.
the road, yeah.
Yeah, so quick game in Cambuslang and then off up the road.
Up to work for then next game on Wednesday for Falcon up in Inverness.
That's some commitment, mate. Fair play, good seeing you. Cheers, my man. See ya.
Hey guys.
Sorry about the result, boys, but good atmosphere though, I appreciate it. What a fun derby to go to, whether it be Glasgow or Lanarkshire, whatever way you look at it. Yeah, really fun one. Between two teams who, once the game started, you could tell they both were desperate to win. There were some really good tackles flying in. But really always enjoy my days out at Cambuslang Rangers. I do feel like a lot of the big stadiums, not necessarily, I'm not talking really about the big two in Glasgow in this part here, because I think both of their stadiums are fantastic to watch football at. Some of the bigger, newer stadiums really don't have a lot of soul in them, whereas like Cambuslang is literally one of my favourite stadiums in the world. I mean this with the utmost respect. There's parts of it that look like it could fall down at any moment, and I think they're probably aware of that, but for ground hoppers like myself and a few other people who are there, like that is literally what we get most excited about. So I love these old grounds, and I would much rather watch football at them than some of the newer ones a lot of the time, depending on sort of the occasion and what games are on. But yeah, always enjoy my trip down there. The Ultras as well, they made a great atmosphere. Those are just small in number, they still were very loud in voice. Nicked my camera at the end, as I had a little go on the drum as well. They invited me to go on the drum and I could not say no. So to anybody out there, please make sure you go and watch some West of Scotland League football. There's so many good clubs up and down the country who would really like your support and really need your support as well. Times are tough in 2024 for a lot of people and these small football clubs as well, as you'll know. So yeah, do make sure you go out there and show them your support. I'm going to leave a old Cambuslang Rangers video on screen. I'll also leave one of my other Glasgow Derby related videos. I'm not sure what it'll be now. It could be an Old Firm, it could be like a Thistle one, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's 2 videos on screen. It would really help me out if you could click on one to carry on watching. Thank you so much and goodbye.